You're welcome to the masterclass. Welcome everyone. Please kindly mute yourself so that whatever noise you have in your background is not affecting the class. Okay, so I'll mute everybody now. All right. Okay, so yeah, once again, welcome everyone. And I hope you had a wonderful night rest. And yeah, we want to welcome you especially to the masterclass for full stack web development. And fortunately to our instructor is already in the house. So I sincerely welcome everyone, and I'm sure it's going to be a fruitful time. All right. While we wait for other people who are going to be joining the class, let's just wait for a bit of probably 3 more minutes before we fully commence. I'd like to know everyone who's on the call. Probably have a brief chat with us, and then from there, I just talk a little bit about the program, and then we can now move on to some other things. All right. So let me start from Candy John. Good morning, Candy John. How are you doing today? You can unmute yourself and talk to us if you don't have noise in your background.
Okay. Good morning, sir. I'm very fine today, sir.
Oh, great. Awesome. Okay, so I'd like to know, have you been coding before now, or this is going to be your first experience?
Yes, I've been coding a bit before now. I've been trying to, I've been familiarizing myself with some of the language, especially HTML and CSS, because I've wanted to be a web developer since
Okay.
the second quarter of this year.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I think that's good to know. So yeah, so definitely it's going to be a great time. Were you around last week?
No, I wasn't around last week. I didn't know about this class last week.
Oh, okay, all right, no problem.
I
So you're
just
welcome.
somewhere and I registered. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Fortunately, Techno 7C, your name is not displaying, but it's displaying as the name of your phone. So probably you could rename it as your name. But I would like to talk to you. Good morning. How are you doing? There's someone here whose name is saved as Techno 7C. I don't know if you know yourself, or I'm looking at you right now. Hello, good morning. Can you unmute yourself? Okay, good morning. Abdul Salam Umio. How are you doing today? You can unmute yourself, Abdul Salam.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. You're welcome. Okay, so I'd like to know that. Yeah, what have you written codes before, or this is going to be your first time?
Yeah, I've written codes before. I'll be checking.
Okay, so tell me a bit about your experience.
Well, I've been a front-end web developer for some time now.
Oh,
Yeah, I've coded in HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and I know a
awesome,
bit of React.
awesome. You know a bit of what?
React.js.
Oh, great. I think that's a fantastic one. Okay, so it's nice having you here, Abdalam. Okay, let's proceed. Techno 7C, I don't know if you
Good
can
morning, sir.
change
Can
the
you hear
stuff to
me?
your name or probably. Yes, I can
Okay,
hear you
I'll do
now.
that. Good morning, sir.
All right.
Good
How are you
morning,
doing
sir.
today?
Can you hear me? I'm fine. I'm great.
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, okay.
Okay, I can hear you too.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us a little bit. Are you going to be coding for the first time or you're already doing some stuff?
I've been doing some stuff already. I've been working with HTML,
Okay.
CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, React,
Okay.
Node.js.
Oh, great. So
Hello?
that means you're already, yeah, no. I said that means you're already on point.
Yes,
All right.
yes, sir.
All right. No problem. Yeah, great. It's nice having you here. Good morning. Yeah,
Morning, sir.
Moshood. I think Moshood was with us last week. Good morning, Moshood. Are you there?
Good morning. Yes, I was. Yes. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. You're welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Okay, great. Nice having you. Because of the time, and so that we'll be able to round up on time. I wouldn't want to bother us any further asking everybody the same question. But then I'd like to welcome everybody who is in the meeting. Probably, okay, Moshood, can you tell us, have you coded before? Or is it going to be your first time too? Okay. Good morning. Your name is showing as Galaxy X7. Shoshil, Livingston, good morning. Son of Raf. I don't know if that pronunciation is correct. Yeah, I see you too. Good morning. Grace Arimo, good morning. All right, good morning, everyone, and you're welcome to the masterclass today. Briefly, before we get started fully, I'd just like to do a brief introduction about the Make Africa Tech Challenge, which is the essence of why this meeting is organized. All right, why this masterclass is organized. I'll tell us a bit about how the program runs, what our expectations should be, and then yeah, just basically major facts you need to know about the program. The first thing is that this program is designed to be as a form of challenge. That is not necessarily a regular training mode. You're expected to be able to prepare yourself to have at least 16 hours per week to learn. 8 hours, you're going to be working with your instructor in class, live and direct. All right. The other 8 hours is personal to yourself, where you get to learn, on your own, and then, the implication also is that as you learn on your own, you as you learn on your own, you get to have occasions whereby you need to get the assistance of your instructor or your colleagues. There is the other 8 hours which you must make provisions for during the week to learn and to ensure you grow yourself. You see, the truth is that to be a very good programmer or to do well in programming as far as we are concerned, it has to do with the time you are committing to learn. For those that have already been doing one or two things before coming to this masterclass, you will agree with me that programming has to do with the time you commit to it and the effort you put into it. All right, every of those moments counts because you need to build skill by experience. You build skill by experience. It is not something that is spontaneous. It is as against if you want to obtain a degree in mathematics or obtain a degree in geography, you need to probably do some reading. You can even do a crash night course or 1 week course, go and write the exam, pass, and you have gotten the degree. And you can take that degree to go and get a job. All right. But as far as skill development is, we're talking about technical skill in this respect, you develop it by practice, you develop it by experience. All right. And that's why the timing is very, very important. So, like I've said, it's crucial. This program is designed to be a 16 hours per week activity program or challenge, 8 hours in class, 8 hours for your own personal study, and then you can ask questions from instructors on Slack during the week. So I believe it's going to be a rigorous experience that requires you to please, if you have some noise in the background, I will advise that we mute ourselves. If you have noise in your background, addition, I think the noise is coming from you. All right, muted. Okay, yeah. So, like I said, please, after this, if you have noise in your background, if you have any reason to omit yourself, ensure that you don't have noise in your background. What that does is it kind of brings distraction to the class. All right. So going forward, like I said, the challenge is designed to be a 16 hours per week course, 8 hours in class. You usually do 4 hours on Sunday, 4 hours on Saturday. So as soon as the class starts for the full stack web development, it's going to be starting from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. every Saturday. All right. At a point, we will move it back, probably the first week of November. We'll move it back to 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. so that it's early. But because of the current course that's about to round up, the class will hold 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays, and on Sundays, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. All right. Further discussion about the timing will be best agreed on in the major class starting next week. From next week, you have a full 4 hours course, and that is when the 12 weeks starts counting. For those people who have paid for the program, starting fully next week. So please ensure that you are ready, ensure that you have power, ensure that you have your laptop ready, ensure that you have subscribed. All right. And I think for this program, all the subscription probably you need for a month, you know, be more than 5,000 naira. Yeah. So with 5,000 naira subscription or 1,500 weekly subscription on either MTN or Airtel, or I think Glow even has some AWOF data. That's if Glow is good in your area. But just to give you an heads up about even the data connection or ensuring that you're online, I don't think it's something that you will find difficult to participate if you are prepared in that respect. And within the space of 12 weeks, my brother or sister, if you are able to participate fully and able to commit the time that is needed to do well in this course to it within that short period of time, your level will change. All right. And the truth is that it will no longer be an issue of you looking for a job. If you do the stuff very well and you know it very well, jobs should look for you. So we have some of the current cohorts who are already going for interviews and already smashing it. All right. So at that point, the way, and that's why we have said it's a challenge. At the end of the day, there is no gainsaying that we will not have people who will drop out because they deceived themselves when they were coming in. All right. Probably you don't have time. Okay, because the truth is, it's 4 hours Saturday, 4 hours on Sunday, and you must be ready to commit to it. If you miss a class, you get the recording for the class. All right, we will send each of the class. So, for instance, we are recording this already now, and after this program, maybe before evening or so, the program associate who is in charge of this program would ensure that everybody gets the recording. All right. And that's the same way the classes are going to run. So even if you miss the class, as far as you are committed to ensuring that you can always watch the recording of the class you missed, then you are covered. If you miss a class and you do the due diligence of covering what you've missed, you watch the video, you do the exercise, you call on one of your colleagues or two of your colleagues, or even the instructor to ask questions about what you are not clear about in the video. I mean, those are just the simple things that are required to do well in the course. And then once you're able to do that, what happens is success. I mean, you're able to build competence within a short time. All right. And one other thing that we're doing too is that we are putting together an internship, a 12 weeks internship phase. That is, even after the program, we are not throwing you away. We are not saying that you are done now, you can go, so that we can bring in the next set of people. After this training, the next thing that we are doing is that we are also saying that, hey, you can still ask questions. You can still build products. You have an internship phase. The internship phase is that you need to also start working on projects, and you still have the opportunity to get along on all of that, to get assisted, and to get help on whatever you're working on. All right. So these are opportunities that I think it's rare and you may not be able to find anywhere else. Concerning how the program will run, I think that is basically it. Now, from from the look of things, I know that most of us that are currently here in the class are those people who have, one way or the other, have an understanding of the course full stack. But then, if I'm to give us a brief of what full stack development is, full stack web development, as the word has connoted, full stack. We're talking about a course that takes care of the front end technology. All right, takes care of the front end technology and the back end, and that's why in this case, what we're using for our front end stuff is React.js. Why the back end is the technology we are using. Where there are other options that could be used for back end, for instance, like Python, Django. But then, if they, I mean, basically the current code are using Node.js, and I think they're doing fine with that. So, but then the other option is Python, Django. So there are those two options. But then, what is most important is that for you to be a full stack web developer, the implication is that you are learning both the front end and the back end. You have a full grasp of the entire technology required to develop a solid web application. All right, and that's as a matter of fact, what other things that is a very good leg in into into the tech space, because whether we like it or not, is web developers are still one of the most sought after. All right, they're still one of the most sought after. Every businesses must have a set of web application. Every banks have the software that is developed and that they need to interface with to get in data, and then it's on the back end that you start to be able to harvest some of those things and probably be able to process it. So it's very, very, very in demand, and very, very, very it's a course that people are looking for, and it's an easy in route, because what happens is that beyond this, you are also able to take some of those things you have learned in the course, and you're able to use it. You're able to take it and then be able to get in all the opportunities. You're able to even diversify. You're able to move forward if after this course you find other areas you want to explore. You can still do machine learning if that is the area you're interested in. You can be a DevOps engineer. There's a lot that is in the space. All right. And as far as software development is concerned, I think it's a great part that anybody who's starting this course has already chosen. All right. In terms of job, the truth is that, like I've said, is really highly sought, because it's especially in Nigeria here, people want somebody who can, even wants to be able to use one stone to kill two birds. You want somebody who has a grasp of both sides. All right. And easy for you to even lead a team. So that's provided in a situation whereby it's a team. All right. As you grow, as you advance forward, and you are able to gain full understanding of both the front end side of development and the back end side of development, you are a better leader than somebody that knows just one. All right. Because what that means is that you have a full view. You have a fuller view of the entire process than somebody who only has expertise in one area. All right. So that's a basic brief of the course. All right. At the end of I will allow the instructor now to come in to talk to us. All right. For some minutes, and then thereafter I will come back to show us a few of other things that we may have not talked about, and at that point too, we can take questions. Well, at this point, once again, I want to say good morning. So if you have been listening to me and you've heard all what I've said, I'd like us to engage the chat room. I just want to be sure that we are here together and that we're excited to be here this Saturday morning. All right, so please, if you are here, kindly use the chat and say, I'm here, good morning, everyone, blah, blah, blah. Or you can just say something, just use the chat. If you heard all I've said, you are here with us and you're excited to be here. I'm looking at the chat now. I want to be sure that we are here. Yeah, thank you. Kinde, I can see. Good morning. Who else is here? Yeah, Galaxy X7. Thank you so much. Yeah, great. Taiwo Olamilekan. Yeah, great. It's good to have Taiwo Olamilekan here. Good morning. Yes, thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so I'd like to welcome Philip to take over from here now. Philip, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. So, good morning, every one of us. I'm really happy to be here with each and every one of us. I think I can see us. Additional Oladimiji Churchill, Emmanuel, um, Kende John, Moshood, Taiwola Milekan, as well as I think Mr. Bayode has been mentioning Galaxy S7. And so like it's like it was actually funny when I heard that initially, but if you're there, you can just message, send us your name to the group so that we can be able to address you other than Galaxy S7. But if you're okay with Galaxy, then I think Galaxy is fine as well. So thank you every one of us for being a part of this masterclass. So the aim, the goal of this class is to assist us in assist every one of us in getting a better clarity about this course, to give you, okay, I'm getting a message now. All right, Kende John, a good morning to you as well. I appreciate you. Okay, Galaxy S7 is telling us that his name is Daniel. All right, Daniel Samuel, you're welcome to the class as well. So like the aim of this session is to like give us a better you know heads up on what is to come, like to answer some of our questions on what the program is about and how to get started. So of course, like part of the things that we intend to do today, part of the things that we intend to do today is to like give us a little bit of work to do, like something to get us excited about what we're going to be doing today. So part of let me try and share my screen if possible. So like I'm going to be answering our questions as well, because a lot of us has posted our question initially, to the channel. So so like a screen like this is what we'll be trying to work on today. So we'll try and create a simple screen like this, that is just a login, page, just to like get our hands on something this morning. But before we move on to this part of the course, I would like to answer some of the questions that we've given to us, the instructor, prior to this time. And we highlighted the question here, as you can see. I mean, so like we highlighted the question. I don't know. Can you see my screen now? This questions right there.
Yes, yes.
All right. So thank you. And these are the top questions that we got from each and every one of you. I don't know if your question is not here and you still like to like ask them. So please feel free to drop your questions on the chat. I'll pick them, add them to this, and we can answer them together. So thank you once again. And I think Mr. Bayode has answered some of these questions in his first introduction, and I won't dwell so much on the things that he has said, other than I will just buttress some point. So like some of us are joining this class with the goal of to learn more about being a developer, what it means, and how essential are you going to be to maybe the workforce or the labor market, like we have here in Nigeria. And I would like to tell you, like Mr. Bayode has said, the opportunities abound. Okay, the opportunities abound, and it's not just It's not just localized in Nigeria. It's not just localized in Lagos. Like regardless of where you are and all. So taking an example from the last quote that we have, I think one of our students, is based in Akwa Ibom. So that's where she is. And, just taking this program from point zero, now, like, she's taking up a full stack developer role in an e-commerce firm. So like it's just like show us that we are capable of taking you to the next level, depending on regardless rather, if you've been programming before, because Mr. Bawade was talking to some of us, and some persons were saying that they've been doing some HTML before, and some persons are saying that like this is my first time. It's all right, it's fine, regardless of either you've done one or two things before or you're fresh. Everything we are going to like be taking it from the basics up to where you can call yourself you're satisfied with being called a full stack developer. So like you said as well, the full stack development, caters for the front end of your application and the back end of your application. So what is the front end? The front end is basically the parts that you can see in any app. Your bank application, for example, when you go to your internet banking online, that aspect of the application that you can see, where you can input your login, you can password and all of those things. That's the front end. Whereas the back end part of the application or the software is the the processing aspect, the internal processing that takes place in between your actions on the front end. So basically, that's what the front end and back end is all about, and that's what we're going to be doing here. So, and we also have another one here. We also have another one here that says that to gain clarity about what this program is about. So, the Make Africa Tech Challenge is just like the name itself. It is it is a tech challenge, and it's different from every other. It's different from every other training facility out there. Why? Because we are trying to like teach, we're trying to like train, we are trying to mentor based on how you can become relevant to the industry, like in the immediate. So it's that we're not trying to like just give you some theoretical things to just go home and just dwell on it. Also, no, like we're trying to like take you from that point zero to a point of okay, so let's say zero to hero kind of situation. That is what we intend to do. Like the goal of this program is that by the end of this course, you are able to like walk into internships, you are able to like walk in directly into full stack web development role. So that is the goal of this program. And it's four hours per class. So do well to be available for this period. So it's going to be held on Saturdays and on Sundays. So the fact that our classes are held on Saturdays and Sunday does not mean that is the only time you are going to work on full stack web development. No, like assignments are going to be given to you, like you will be given tasks that you have to, because if you want to like get the best out of the program, then it's important that you give a considerable amount of time to working on yourself in this program. So like tasks are going to be assigned, things that you can do during the course of the week, and your assignment as well. Those are the core things that we're going to be working on. Then our project, just like you've been briefed earlier, are things that we consider industry standard. Like what we mean by industry standard is the same set of things that a client on the outside will request that you build, or that your employer ask you for those skills are the things that we are training you on. So that is the core features of this program. So, and we also have another one here that says that knowledge about a technology driven world, and the relevance in the field. So I believe this basically means, like, how relevant is technology today, and how relevant is full stack web development. I think Mr. Bayode as well mentioned something earlier, and he said that there is no way, like, we have an organization in this age, 2020, and if you want to, like, take it to the next level, it's important that you are online. Okay, it's important that you're online. Like, if you don't have a website, you're accepting payment online, or you are reaching out to people online. So either ways, you have to, like, figure out a way as a business to be online, so that connect with you can connect with people online. So today is just all about technology, and what we are working on is how we can make you a part of that technology driven world. Okay, how you can be a part of the force that orchestrates these things. So from here, you can go on to work with financial technology companies. You can go to work with you know hardcore software development companies, or, like, even your regular field. For some of us that are already working with some organizations, like, your knowledge of full stack web development can even transform your role within the same organization, because of the demonstration of the things that you'll be able to do at the end of the day. So, and some persons are here as well to improve their web designing skills. That is, equally fine. Like, coming together to share ideas with one another would definitely improve our skills. So, and I think I've talked about this as well. Enlightenment about the full stack web development. Okay, so someone as well mentioned the interest in knowing the future of web development. So of course, that is not exactly easy to say that this is how it's going to be in year 2035 or year 2040. But given the trend and how things has been for, like, in the past, like JavaScript as the programming language that we are really taking serious here in this course, like, is as consistently being the most popular programming language in recent times. So, like, JavaScript, I think I said this in the last meeting with some of us, that JavaScript is not going away anytime soon. It is very, very relevant today, and in years to come. I believe JavaScript is still going to be around 5, 10, 15 years from now. So, like, it's not a skill that it's not a skill or knowledge that you're just wasting your time with. No, it's highly relevant in the industry. So, because there are multiple programming languages, so some persons are doing PHP, some persons are doing Python as well. But JavaScript is a widely used language that is highly relevant in the industry. So for some of us as well, like, the reason why we are here is to improve our programming, our professional career, and to improve the programming skills. All right. So that is also part of what I've explained to us earlier. Okay, that is the sole purpose of this program. So, and on the last one here, I can see someone is saying that to acquire the web development skills, okay, needed to be properly put in practice for financial purposes. I believe what this person means is that I want to be able to earn. I want to be able to earn from what I'll be gaining from this program. So yes, definitely that is what we are training you to to be or to do, like your skill, how to earn from your skill, how to like start something with your skill, how to get employed with your skill. So like those are our top priority. We want to train you, yes, but we also want to like mentor you on the necessary skills that is needed in the industry that can allow you to get hired as well. So those are the core questions that were passed to us prior to this time. I don't know if any one of us in the house today still has one or two questions that you would like me to take before we move on to the other things in the before we move on to other things in the day. Do we have any question there from the house? Yeah, I think we have Olase in the Ogunjobi as well. You're welcome. I can see you. So, Churchill, any question? Okay, Taiwo Olamilekon, any question from your hand? So, Moshood, any question? Kehinde John, any question? So,
No question.
all right. So, Casey as well, any question from your hand? And we can as well use the chat section. We can as well use the chat session to like give updates, Um, all right. So thank you, everyone. So Mr. Bayod, are you with us? Like so that before we move on to actual project or like the light introduction to their Visual Studio setup and every other thing that they need to do, I would like to see. I would like you to like give us one or two things before we move ahead to that angle, sir.
Okay. You said you'd like me to do what?
To just maybe give us like a final prep before we move on to their Visual Studio setup and just to like get them started.
Okay, great. So I think I'm optimistic that a large majority of those people who have actually also registered totally for the program are here already, because uh, this is like the preliminary part of the course that everybody needs to take that everybody needs to participate or have the knowledge of what is done here. And most importantly, I also believe that we know that to participate in this course, you best need a laptop to engage properly. So if you don't have a laptop here, I advise that you get one, all right, because that is very important. Then going forward too, I would say that by by Friday this coming week, by Friday this coming week, we would be totally shutting the door as far as registration is concerned for the Make Africa Tech Challenge. However, if you have reasons why you think we should still keep the door open for you, we need to talk to us before then so that we are sure we already know those people are coming in. Truth is that for each of the courses or for each of the classes, the plan is that we don't want to have more than 10 persons per course. So for instance, for full stack, 10 people in that course so that it's easy to monitor everybody's progress and take everybody from ground zero to the point whereby they can work with what they have learned. So we think that's very important to also inform you before the coming week runs up. Okay, so that's a basic thing I want us to know. So that means that if you are taking decision about fully participating in this course, you need to have taken that decision as take that decision as quick as possible before next week Friday comes up. So with that, I want to say that once again you are welcome, and I wish you a smooth ride in all that we do here. So, Mr. Philip, you can get started. But I'm not sure if everybody here has a laptop. If you know you are here and your laptop is not with you, kindly. If you know your laptop is not with you, kindly say hi. If you don't have your laptop with you and you are here, kindly say hi. If you have a laptop with you and you're ready for the beginning part of the course, please say yes. We just want to be sure that what we are
Right.
doing today, everybody is ready for it. If you are here and you have your laptop with you, please use the chat and say yes, because the next thing Philip will be doing requires you to say, to have your laptop with you. Okay, everybody has a laptop with them, so that means we are good. So, so that's great. So Philip, I think, and then from there, everybody is fully aware of what they need to do within, probably things they need to learn further, so that by the time the class is fully starting up next week, Saturday and Sunday, we can start in full force. Okay, so over to you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, and yes, so let's get started. And first of all, I'll be sharing my screen with us now.
Okay, so while Mr. Philip is sharing the screen, I also want to say that I know it is the first class on Zoom. It's quite very easy. And the truth is that I must tell you that one of the advantages of why we are also taking this course online is that at the end of the day, as a developer, your work is going to be online. All right, most times online. Already, the kind of way the world is driven now, especially post-COVID, jobs are best done now virtually. Most of we even have top companies like Twitter, uh, uh, Google, and Facebook, and a lot of other ones who have taken decision as far as having their staffs working remotely. So the implication of that is that for you as a developer or somebody who's just learning, you better have an experience of working virtually. And it's best starts from when you're learning now. You are working on projects together with other people. You are building your portfolio, because what we are going to be doing is project based, and it's going to be helping you to build your portfolio from day one. Okay, so people want to see what you have been able to do, not what you can talk about. All right, so and that is one of the benefits of participating in this course. So I would say that please ensure that you're always ready. As you can see now, Philip is already sharing the screen. You can see the screen the same way he has shared the screen. If you look below your computer system, you can see share screen also. You can also share your screen provided you have difficulties or there is something you need to explain to the class or talk to the class about. So the implication of that is that whether it is physical or virtual, it's almost, in fact, this looks better because this is time efficient. Just imagine we are doing this in Kenya today, and you have to travel down from wherever you are. Probably you are in Lekki, or you are in Ikorodu, or probably you are even outside Lagos. Because, like I said, the current cohort, we have people who are from Abuja, we have people from across River State, and of other states like that. So imagine you are from other states. How do you have access to this kind of training? And you are there. So at the end of the day, it's a big leverage for everybody who is participating if you're able to make the best use of it. So Zoom, to learn on Zoom here is very fantastic. You're able to record the class, you're able to get it after the class, you're also able to share your screen, you're also able to have the screen of others seen. Cross collaboration is possible. And during the week, you're able to work together on Slack. On that Slack, you're able to share your code lines, you're able to get feedbacks on it, you're able to have somebody probably work with you on it also. So there's a lot of crossroad of why this is really very effective and even better than physical engagement. All right, so I don't want to take our time further. Mr. Philip, please roll on.
Thank you, Mr. Bayode. Right. So right now, I'm sharing my screen, and for some of us, it might look strange, but Don't be, don't let it look too difficult. It's not. So right there on your system, you don't have to share your screen at the moment, but if you click the more or the options button, you would see a suggestion that says, you would see a suggestion that says share right there on the menus. So you see the option that says share. So if you click the share, it will ask you, the things that you want to, like what exactly you want to share. But at the moment, I believe I'm the only one who can share a screen. That's why you might see some restrictions in that regard. All right. So this is where I am here, code.visualstudios.com. It's a website, and I'll be sending it to the link I'll be sending the link to the group chat right now as well. So it will allow us. So I just pushed it to the group chat. If you don't have it, please follow that link and check it out so that everyone can have it. So code.visualstudios.com. So then you download the appropriate one for your system. So if you have already downloaded Visual Studio Code on your laptop, kindly say hi so that I can know that you're there. So you can say hi or you can just raise your hand so that I know you're there. All right. I can see Moshood. All right. Daniel as well. Yes, thank you. So Churchill, what about you? Okay, additional Taiwo. All right. Okay. Okay. So okay, we're getting a message from Casey. Casey is saying that he thinks he's in the wrong class for data science. So this is full stack web development class. So just speak to the admin about the timing for your master class. So please just message the admin in that regard. All right. So right inside of our Visual Studio, this is what we have here. This is what we have inside the Visual Studio at the moment. So just fire up your Visual Studio or just open a folder. Preferably, you can go to your desktop environment. So go to your desktop environment and go to your desktop environment, and you can create a new folder depending on how you do it. Just create a new folder and you can open that folder inside of Visual Studio. Or better still, you can open your Visual Studio Code like this. Click on the file option here, right on top, then click on open folder. All right. So when you click on open folder, it will show you, the list of things that you want to like do exactly. What do you want to where do you want to like put your where do you want to like put your work? So open the folder that best fits what you want to do today. Like I said, you can create a new folder. So and we can move on from there. So right inside of your Visual Studio Code, you have it running like this. So just click on this guy right there. So just click on this button that looks like brick a brick game or like blocks. So it will show you the extensions. So there's one important extension that we need to install now. So that extension is called Open or Live Server. So that extension is called Live Server by Rich Weekday. So install it and let's move together. So if you have installed your live server and it's working, kindly raise up your hand so that I can move on from there. Don't forget it's this button right here, the extensions. It looks like a block, like so. So if you click on it, you click on the block, it's going to take you to, it's going to take you to this, a sidebar where you can search. So search for live server. Search for live server, and the one from Retweet Day. So click on that and click install. But because I have installed my own prior to this time, that's why it's showing disabled on install. But if you haven't, it will show you the install button. Click on it and you'll be able to work. All right, thank you. So from there we can move on to our file. So just create one. So you can create one index.html. So just create it. So I have it here. How do you create a file? So how do you create a file? You can create a file by clicking on this button right there that shows the new file. You can see there are two buttons there, new file and new folder. All right. So if you want to create a file, you click on the new file. If you want to create a folder, you click on the other one here. So in this case, we're trying to create a file, which is our index.html. Our index.html. All right. So click on that and you should have something like this. So, and the first thing that we need to do inside of this index.html is to create our HTML tag. Okay, the major one, which is the root tag that houses everything. This is so inside of this tag is where every other thing is going to reside. So every other thing is going to like reside inside of this tag right there. So, and this situation that we have here, the first HTML, because you can see two HTMLs here, the first one right there and the second one. So the first one is called the opening tag, while the second one is called the closing tag. And what differentiates between the opening and the closing tag is the forward slash. All right. So that is what differentiates between the opening tag and the closing tag. So, and it's the way it works is that for every tag that you open, you also have to like close it. So just like we've opened the HTML tag now, it won't make sense for us to just leave it like so. So like we have to properly close it by adding the forward slash, then the HTML right there. So Visual Studio as a code editor, makes it easier for you to just automatically close these things without writing
Sir, can
the
you increase the fonts?
without writing the whole tag itself. So just by writing the HTML, you can see it's already offering us suggestions, and you can close it like that. So is it brighter or is it bigger now? All right. So regarding the fonts, is the fonts better now or something bigger is required? All right. So I believe this should work for us. All right. So, but in order for us to properly move on, there is some shortcut I would like us to quickly learn, and it just with the exclamation mark, on your system, you have these suggestions that we have right there. So just click on that. To explain it again, your exclamation mark on your keyboard gives you that suggestion. It's the enter key, and you have something like this, pre-written for you. So something like this is called like a boilerplate. Basically, what that means is just like a quick way to just write the basic, a quick way to just write the basic, HTML tag. No, so all right.
I'm not getting that suggestion. Just
You said
I'm not getting the suggestion on the screen right now. I'm just seeing two exclamation mark.
two exclamation mark.
Yeah, one. Then I'm not getting the document type, HTML, and the whole boilerplate.
This is what you have, one and two. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
All right. So click on the one that you can see. Just click on that.
Okay.
All right. So you click on it like so. Exclamation mark, and you click on it. Is it working for you now?
Yes, it's working. Thank you.
All right. So, and I'm getting a, okay, for some of us that might have challenge with the extension, let me just quickly go over that again. It's very simple. Don't get worked up about it. You can see this button right here that looks like a brick, like a block. So that shows extension. Just click on extension, and you will search for live server. Okay, live server. So you can see it. It comes out the first one there by Retweak Day. So click on it and click on install. But because I've installed mine, that's why it's not showing the install option again. So just install this and we are good to go from there. So let's close this and go back to our workflow. All right. So let's change our title. And what this title means is the header of your the name of that particular tab. That's simply what it means. It's the name of the tab. So at the bottom of your HTML file, or like let's say at the bottom of your Visual Studio Code, you will see an option there that says go live. Okay, the option that says go live, you see it right there. So click on go live. It's at the bottom. Okay, go live. Click on it, and you would see something like this, an empty screen at the moment. All right. So it's empty, but you'd notice one thing, that it's showing us document right here, document on the top as of that the name of that file. So like if we move on to our index.html file, and we change the name. So let's just put both of them side by side. So you can divide your screen into two like so. So if we put both of them side by side like this, and we change this from document, if we change it to welcome to MATC, Make Africa Tech Challenge 2, and we save, you would see that the changes is affected at this end here. All right. So, and if you're getting the same result like I am here, kindly say hi so that I can know. Or, you can just raise up your hands for so that I can know you're getting it. Okay. All right. So moving on from here, would like to, because like I told us earlier, this is what we're trying to like build something like. We're trying to display, or we're trying to um, build something like this. So with our simple HTML and CSS. So how can we achieve this with HTML and CSS? And that is what we'll be doing in this session. All right. So we have our index.html there, and the first thing the first thing that we want to do inside of the body, okay, is to write our welcome to MATC2. That's the first thing on top that we want to like create. All right. So and we're going to create a div right inside of our body. And what is a div? So one of the reasons why Visual Studio as a code editor is very useful is because by the time we start writing a div, you can see that Visual Studio gives us like a definition coming from MDN. Basically, MDN means the Mozilla Development Network. So it gives us a definition of what that thing is about. So like a div, like they said, it represents it's like a box that houses multiple elements or multiple tags, okay, inside of it. So it's just like a way of grouping your work together. Okay, so if we have that, all right, the opening tag and the closing tag, and we say something like you know inside of this we want to have h2. So basically a h2 is like the size of that sentence that you want. So welcome to MATC2. So you can see that with the h2 tag. So if I'm changing this from h2, if I'm changing it to h3, or if I'm changing it to, let's say, h6, for example, now, and I'm saving it, you can see the size. Um, you can see the size is increasing or decreasing rather. If I change it to h1, you can see how the sizes are being manipulated. So, but in this case, we are going with our h2. We're going with our h2. All right. So, and right beneath our h2 tag right there, we want another paragraph. So like this means a paragraph. You want to be sure about it. So P, you can see here that the P element represents a paragraph. All right. So inside of this, we want to like say your blueprint, to becoming a full stack developer. All right. So we have something like this, right? And if you look at this situation, then we have an image here. Okay, we have an image that just comes along the way. So this image, I actually looked for it online. That's what I saved here, and I copied the link of this video. Got it from Pixels. and I'll be sending it to the channel as well. If you paste it there, you can see this is the image that we're using. So forwarding it to the group now. So please check the chat for the link to that image. All right. So I'm done. I've sent it. The link to the sent it the link to the image right there. All right. So I have a message from Trust. Trust is saying that he hasn't been able to like get the how the live server works. All right. So once again, how the live server works, click on this option right here on your Visual Studio Code that looks like a block, that looks like a brick here. So click on it. All right. And it takes you to a window um, where you can search. All right. So search for live server. All right. Once you search for your live server, click on it. All right. And you would see install. So click on the install option, and that's all you need to do about that. Okay. If you click on the install, then you would see the option is going to appear at the bottom of your it's going to appear at the bottom of your Visual Studio Code that shows you open live server, okay, or go live. So you would see it right there. Go live or open live server, you would see it. Click on that option, and you are good to go. All right. Okay. So we have our image. So what we want to do is that I want you to copy the link for this image. Just copy it. Okay. Copy it. I've posted it in the chat. If you haven't seen it, just go and check it out. And then we want to like put this image inside of our work. And so we'll put our, image tag, IMG. You can see it here. It says an IMG element represents an image. All right. So the image, we have it like that. And this image does not have a opening and closing tag like that, so it's self-sufficient, let's say. So you close it like that, and you pass in the attributes of source. Okay, you can see it says the image URL. Okay, that is where the image or the picture is located. All right. So what is the source? The source is equals to the link that I gave to us just now. So if you paste it there now and you save it, then we should have something like this. Okay. It doesn't look great at the moment. It's fine, but we are going to have something that looks like this. Okay. So this is what we have at the moment. Okay. So let's move on. So we have our image right there. So let's just briefly style this thing, because we've written our welcome to MATC 2, that's Make Africa Tech Challenge, and but it's not looking anything like this. All right, like it's not looking anything like this image that we have here. So why is this image more coordinated than what is appearing to our screen here? And that is the power of CSS. Okay, the styling sheet that we use in styling this this HTML document. So the HTML file itself is to, you know, structure your application, or let's say the interface that you're trying to create. Why the CSS is used for beautifying or styling that page. So if we move on from where we are right here, and we create our simple and we create our simple styles. So let's do one thing. Let's create our styles right here. So right inside of this body on top here. So just create our style. All right. So it's a tag as well. Just create your style like that. Okay. And we want to do something. So inside of this style, we want to like um, create. Let's give this entire body. Let's give it a background color. So we can call our body, that is the tag body, and we're saying that give it a background color. Okay, a background color of let's say off white or something like that. So so this is the code that we're going to be using. Don't worry, like you are going to like familiarize yourself with these colors, as time goes on. Every color has a code representation, in CSS, and with time, by working on it, you will get it better. But at the moment, just go with F2, F2, F2. All right. So if we save that, okay, you would notice that the background color of this page has changed. So let's put them side by side so that you can compare it once again. All right, so if we return this back to the initial stage where it is, let's remove this for a moment, save it. You can see the color right there, and when you return it back and you save it, you can see the difference in the two. All right, so that's the body inside of the style, and we also want to like move on and create a style, like a styling. You can group some styles together and give it a name. All right, so and that's what we want to do here. So we're going to create one style group, and we'll call it the main container. That will be the general styles for the whole div that we created right here. You can see this div is one that houses every other thing that we have there. So now we want to do something and call it, give it a margin auto. Basically what it means is we want the margin to be centralized. Just give it um, then we have our maximum width. We want the width of this entire div to not be more than 500. So but the scale that we're using in CSS in this case is 500 pixels. So don't worry if you don't understand this 500 pixels margin auto. By the time we like move on in the class, you will get a full clarity on how these measurements come about. So if we were to like save this, there's still not much difference at the moment. Why? Because we need to like apply this. We need to apply this style that we just created. Of course, this is not the end of it. We're still going to add more to it, but we need to apply this style to this div. And how do we apply it? By giving it a class name. Okay, so you can see a class. A class is a space separated list, okay, that allows CSS and JavaScript to select or access specific elements via their class selectors. So basically what it means is that this class name is used for the styling of an element or a tag. All right. So now what are we giving to? We're giving it the name main container. So do not forget that main container is without the dot sign here. Okay, so you're giving it the main container, which is to mean that it's a class. So by the time we save this, now, by the time we save this and we move on to I'll move on to other things that we're going to add to it, you would see how this application while this simple HTML page is going to like be, properly transformed. All right. So now we have our max width. We have our max width at 500. So another thing we want to like give it is to give it a display of let's go with a display of flex, and we want our flex direction to be column. That means just give me like horizontally, and we want to like I'll put everything inside of the system, so justify our content and want it to be centralized. So by saving that, then we have something like this. So do not worry, it's coming up little by little. You'll get it in a moment. All right. So now we have our main container like that. Okay, so what about our image? So let's create another one for our image as well, and we say that our main image. So let's give this main image a style of, let's give it width. We want the width to be 100%. So give me the full content. Okay, give me the full content of the image and fit it into the size of the parents. And what's the parent in this case is this entire, as you can see, the image right here, the paragraph, and this welcome to Make Africa Tech Challenge 2, they are all enclosed inside this div. So this outer div that I'm highlighting now is the parent, while every other thing inside is the children. All right. So let's give our image a class name of main image. All right, a class name of main image, and if we save it, then we are getting something like this. So, and it's turning out little by little. So now,
All right, Mr. Philip.
yes, sir.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry to break in.
No problem.
I just want to confirm from all the members of our class, if they are following and if they are getting it. I think as far as time is also concerned, we're already also going close to a point where we may need to begin to round up. So I just want to confirm if so far so good. It was supposed to be an opening section so that at least people can get familiarized with what is obtainable, how the class is likely to run, and all of that. So I want to confirm that is this having challenges. Is there any challenge that you have, or is there any concern? I want us to hear that now before we round up. But then I think as far as we have seen, I think there's a lot that is possible. You may not be able to grasp everything today, but I think the work we are seeing going forward looks fantastic. So let's confirm. Anybody, any question? If you have any question, you can just unmute yourself and then talk. If you have any concern, or if what we are doing currently, if you have not gotten to that point where it is, or maybe you have some challenges when you are working on your own, and you like to share your screen so that probably you can receive a guidance, we can get that. You can get that right now. Anybody?
Good morning.
Can we get the
Good
image on
morning.
WhatsApp, sir? Hello?
You said, can you get the what? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. You said, can you get what?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, I
The
can hear
image
you.
link on WhatsApp, because I can't. I'm using. Can we get the image link on WhatsApp?
Okay,
Hello?
all right. Yes, I get you. Okay. Mr. Philip, can you drop